Specific intervals are measured both on the staff and in half steps on the keyboard. As you learned in a previous lesson, C to D and C to D flat are both generic seconds. Specifically, however, C to D is one half step larger than C to D flat. Let's learn a few specific intervals. A major second is made up of two half steps. C to D is a major second since it is a generic second on the staff and two half steps on the keyboard. E to F sharp would be another example of a major second. This is like the first two notes in any major scale, Do to Re, C to D, and so on. A major third is made up of four half steps. C to E is a major third. E to G sharp is also a major third. These are the first two notes in any of your major arpeggios. A perfect fourth is made up of five half steps. C to F is a perfect fourth, while B to B flat, F to B flat, is also a perfect fourth. A perfect fifth is made up of seven half steps. C to G is a perfect fifth. B to F sharp is also a perfect fifth. A major sixth is made up of nine half steps. C to A is a major sixth, and E flat to C is also a major sixth. A major seventh is made up of 11 half steps, C to B, for example, and D to C sharp. Finally, a perfect eighth or perfect octave is made up of all 12 half steps in the scale. C to C, for example, is a perfect eighth. The terms major and perfect refer to the interval's quality. Only seconds, thirds, sixths, and sevenths can have a major quality. Firsts, fourths, fifths, and eighths use perfect instead. This is because none of those intervals make the music sound major or minor. They exist in both major and minor scales. So let's check out some of those minor intervals. A minor has one less half step than a major interval. It's a half step lower. For example, since C to E is a major third of four half steps, C to E flat is a minor third. These share the same names. Remember, generic intervals of a third, like C to E flat, are both thirds, but one is a half step smaller, and that makes it minor. E to G is also a minor third, since E to G sharp is a major third. Since minor intervals transform from major intervals, only seconds, thirds, sixths, and sevenths can be minor. An augmented interval has one more half step than a perfect interval. Since C to F is a perfect fourth of five half steps, C to F sharp would be an augmented fourth, six half steps. F to B is also an augmented fourth, since F to B flat is a perfect fourth. Major intervals can be augmented by adding a half step. For example, since C to A is a major sixth, C to A sharp is an augmented sixth. D flat to B is also an augmented sixth, since D flat to B flat is a major sixth. A diminished interval has one less half step than a perfect interval. Since C to G is a perfect fifth, C to G flat would be a diminished fifth. B to F is also a diminished fifth. Minor intervals can also be diminished by subtracting a half step. You may recall that C to B is a major seventh, and C to B flat is a minor seventh. C to B double flat is a diminished seventh. This chart here shows the relationship among the different interval qualities. And this chart shows the number of half steps that each specific interval contains.